Hello and welcome everyone to the Friday, October 11th edition of the Contributor Comms team meeting. I'm Kesson Fields and I'm one of your co-hosts. I'll do that introduction again later. But first off, a reminder that we do operate under a code of conduct, which essentially says to be respectful of your fellow speakers and attendees and generally be excellent to each other. Now, we like to offer or, we like to offer an opportunity for anyone on the call to introduce themselves in case anyone's watching the recording or online who doesn't know us. So as I said, I'm Kaslan Fields. I'm a co-lead of the subproject. And the purpose of the Contributor Comms subproject, which is the group that this meeting is for, is to make sure that folks in the contributor community know about the stuff that's going on in the contributor community, and to some extent, to make sure that folks external to the community know about the awesome work that contributors are doing. And we'll go over some of how we accomplish that work today. Would anyone else like to introduce themselves?
I can. I'm the other co-lead of this subproject, and I am also a longtime technologist and open source contributor, and I look forward to working with all of you, even you watching on YouTube.
Would anyone else like to introduce themselves? Totally optional.
Totally
I
optional.
I can jump in as well. Hi, I'm Mario. I do stuff for SIG Infra and for ContribEx, and I'm the current lead for the Contributor Summit that is happening in Salt Lake City in November, and I'm the tech person of the comms subproject. And he, him pronouns.
Oh, she,
Ah,
her.
I wrote it in the doc to remind myself to say it. He, him. Thank you, Mario.
Would anyone else like to introduce themselves today? Totally optional.
We do kind of know each other at this point, but YouTube does not. So
It's a fairly consistent group today. All right.
yeah.
We will move on. This is also a very casual meeting. Feel free to pop in at any time if you want to ask a question, make a comment, introduce yourself a little bit later. It's all casual here, so we welcome the contributions to the conversation. All right. And last housekeeping item is note taker. I'm thinking I'll probably just do it myself today unless anyone wants to volunteer.
I am utterly useless at note taking. So
Which is perfectly fine, and we appreciate your contributions nonetheless. All right, I will just go ahead and do note taking today.
Thank you.
Let's dive into it.
Yes.
Go ahead.
The first item that you have, the message of the week for LWKD, new contributor orientation on Tuesday. Is that in a calendar anywhere?
It is in the SIG ContribEx calendar, and if you go to kh.dev/calendar, it should be in there. I think there are improvements that could be made to this.
Okay. I don't see it for this coming Tuesday, by the way, unless I'm...
Is it on kh.dev/calendar?
No.
All right, well...
that's kind
I'll
of
go
important.
fix that after this meeting.
Yeah. Okay.
I suspect we may not have a lot of attendance this time, and also Alita says hello. All right. There must be something wrong with the recurrence on the calendar invite. It should be an easy fix because it should just be a recurring calendar invite. Thought it was, but there must be something wrong.
Who knows? Calendars are calendaring.
Yeah. Thought I grabbed. We'll see. Anyway, yeah, so calendar invite needs fixing. Thank you for calling that out and for checking.
I mean, I'll double refresh the page to make sure, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's not there.
Interesting. One other thing I wanted to mention on this is that when we announced this for the first iteration last month, there was someone who responded to the emails to me directly who said that they were interested in assisting in Europe in the future. So we should probably reach out to them to let them know that it's happening again and try to continue getting them involved.
Yes,
Sounds
'cause
good.
it'd be great to have more folks in EU for contributor summits
Yeah.
too.
I, by the
No.
way, have an invite in the calendar for both
Oh, you
meetings.
do?
Yeah, also in my calendar. So
On your calendar. Okay.
yeah, but I see
Interesting.
it. I see it from the. I got the EMA APEC monthly Kubernetes New Orientation meeting blocked in my calendar next week. So there is an invite.
Okay. No,
I
I know
also
there's
have
an
it, but I'm
invite.
not sure if I made that.
Right.
But I thought I
Kind of
found
hard.
one that was the full number of guests is hidden because the number of guests is too large. So I think this is the actual invite. Yes,
Yeah.
hello, Alita. So there is one, but it's not showing up on the calendar, so I'll need to debug that later. She's angry at me for speaking. This happens often on Fridays.
How dare you speak?
You're supposed to just be my bed.
But
Says
it
the cat.
is in the calendar. Let me. Can I share my screen?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I can't.
Oh,
Oh, right.
hang
Yes.
on. Yes. Stand by. You can do it now.
Okay.
Chrome tab, community calendar. There it is.
Huh.
Yeah, you
But
might not have gone to the right page.
Oh, the
when-
15th. I'm looking
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
okay.
If you're in the wrong,
Okay.
today is the last week.
Got it. Okay. I totally forgot to scroll down to the 15th, not realizing that it's not this week, next week. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that occurred to me when Mario said that he found it. It should have occurred to
Like,
me earlier. Everybody has that problem with kates.dev/calendar.
I
Everyone who
know.
knows about it,
I would
who is
I
not
would
many people.
I would like to fix that at some point, but what do I?
Agreed. Actually, one reason that I was excited about this project is that it offers me an opportunity to mess around with calendars and see if I can figure out improvements. Not that I've had time to do that, but
Yes. I would welcome No, yeah, like tag me in if you want help because
would love to have
I'm
you.
I'm good at calendars. But maybe not this one. And I have no idea how this one works either, so we should probably figure that out.
Yeah. So calendar invite exists, but comms about it could still use some work.
Good.
There was a volunteer from EMEA that we should reach out to. I'll try to find that info later. Somebody ping me on Slack now. Chris interested in helping? Oh, also
Yes.
I sent out the message on Tuesday or Wednesday. Pretty good timing on that. I think it was Tuesday actually. That I sent out the message to SIG leads to update the calls for help in the deck for this month. And I also told them that we did have someone come into SIG ContribEx and make a PR to the kates.dev site to try to work on fixing the
Yes,
Hugo problems.
a massive one.
After that, yeah. I didn't know how that went. What status is that at? Do you know?
I need to find that PR because I moved on to another one already, sadly. Whoops.
I have the link because I put it in the email,
Okay.
but I didn't have time to like review it while I was doing it.
Right. And I saw your message yesterday about code reviews in general, so like the big PR Sergey was working on, I looked at that this morning. I have one nit, and after that it's fixed, we'll squash and I'll LGTM.
Sounds great. I'm happy to approve, but I apologize for not being able to.
No problem. I think this is something that you and I could maybe practice at a contributor summit in the future, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. I've done that kind of thing before because I did the new contributor workshop and you do it in that. So I've done it before. It's just been a long time, so I'd need to remember what to do. I don't
Very
think it's
fair.
super complicated, but I just
Hopefully not.
do not have time right now. But thank you very much for pinging me on it. I would like to improve my skills on that.
Yeah,
So,
this is actually like the code part is very simple. It's just a lot of updated README files for some reason. Well, I know the reason, but it's a lot of updated README files. But the Go and the templates are what matters.
okay,
So
makes sense.
once you realize that, which I did not initially, you're good.
Yeah. Should we add that to the agenda that we talked about, that PR?
We should.
Yeah,
Yes.
where should we put that?
New
Updates?
items?
New items?
Updates?
New items works.
Sure. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's new still, right? Because neither one of us has done it. I thought I got somebody to look at it, but I forget. I'd have to go back and look.
Josh was looking at it. He was going to take a look at it today, I think.
Oh, the calendar? No, I'm not. There's not
It's
a PR
about
about
calendar
calendar
stuff, right? That's what it does, is it, like,
Well,
enables you
adding
to
calendars to SIGs.yaml. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right.
It's
All right.
calendar
I
related.
gotta exactly. It's number 7866. I got it.
Hello.
Love it. More work on making calendars accessible. Hello, welcome. Thanks for joining.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, I'm on the move, but I was able to make it. So yeah.
Awesome.
We'll
Thank
try
you.
to make use of it. Do you
Please
want to go over
yeah.
your
Right.
Do you want to go over your other new item real quick, Chris? And then
Yeah.
maybe we can just go ahead and hop into Frederico's updates
Yes.
after you.
Yeah, I've got Frederico's update here in Slack too. So, if you haven't heard, the UK is giving up that tiny little island they own in the Pacific, or the Indian Ocean, I should say, that is the .io domain. Now, .io domain has been very interestingly, maybe poorly managed in the past, so we don't know what's going to happen with that in the future, and ICANN and IANA have to do their thing. I seriously doubt .io will go away anytime in the next 12 months potentially, but there is a chance that we have to make a bunch of changes to that effect, and I've already been in a thread with Infra about it.
It cannot go away for the next 5 years. So if they decide that they will kill it, it cannot go away for the next 5 years. The main problem that we have, if they decide to kill it, the problem is that we need to rewrite. So rewriting and redirecting stuff for KNS to KNS.dev and so on is not the problem. But the main problem is the APIs. And the APIs migration would potentially take like 3 years.
Yeah, like
and break people.
And break everybody, sadly. Yes. So that's what I'm most concerned about. Not so much the redirects and figuring out what to call the contributor site under capes.dev as a subdomain. I'm not too worried about that stuff. That's pretty well defined. It's the APIs, and that could get nasty and ugly. I've already asked if we wanted to be proactive and say we are monitoring the .io situation, and more comps will come as needed. Nobody wanted to be proactive, and that's fine. I don't mind that at all. So, yeah, the big thing is that we know it's a thing, and we're working on it. If it becomes a bigger thing, we will work on it more.
Yeah. There are lots of conversations going on. I know I had a conversation with Ben about it, and Bob and Josh, and I saw that thread. So there's a lot of conversation going on. I think we'll figure out something one way or another.
Yeah,
but good to be aware of.
I talked to Bob, and Bob basically also says that it's a 2025 problem.
Yes. Like, we're not going to do much on it this year at all, I don't think.
Yeah.
But it did get people thinking maybe we should just consolidate to the .dev thing.
I
just
think that's
cause, but
the
who knows?
that's the outcome. Moving away from country TLDs.
It's generally a good idea.
Yeah,
There are a couple
I
of
mean,
solutions I
these
know that
are,
are
you know,
people are looking into.
hmm and yeah, the kubernetes.com.net.org, all that stuff's gone already, and a company called Identity Digital owns it now. Yeah, I did all that fun OSN spelunking. So yeah.
Cool. So a good thing for us to be aware of. Any questions on that before we move into Frederico's updates? Cool. So I guess I'll do a quick last check. New items, updates, big wins. We'll probably find them later if we have them. But any new items, updates, big wins that people want to call out real quick? Okay. Let's move ahead into Frederico's updates, and if we find more, we'll come back to them.
So
Yeah.
these are from last Friday. Which we did not have a meeting last Friday. If you're looking and you're like, this didn't happen, or there's no video. No, I canceled it last minute because of physical issues. So the SIG scheduling blog and the CNCF Deaf and Hard of Hearing Working Group blog were both published. Congratulations, everybody. The SIG Architecture Enhancements PR is opened. Change the publication date.
Yeah.
Probably have to do that again, sadly. You want to take it from here?
No, you're
Okay.
helping me because I'm not necessarily able to look at the
Yes.
screen. But let me just 1 second. I'm parking. And okay. The thing with that one is that it's in sort of a review limbo that I need to ping more people about. As far as I'm concerned, it's done. It has a website PR and it has a contributor site PR. And I've been bumping the publication dates to accommodate the lack of approval. I haven't checked if it's still the case right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if I need to do it again. But from a content perspective, it's done. And it's reviewed by the author. So yeah, we just need to make reviewers aware that it needs some love.
So that's for the SIG Architecture Enhancement Spotlight, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you so much for doing that.
Trying to think. Can I approve in the contributor site? I don't remember. I would think so. But what do I know?
Probably.
Yeah, but then there's the issue of syncing this with website one.
Right. So I can't approve it yet until dates are all fixed.
Yeah. Exactly. So I'll do that again, but I'll also drop a link in the SIG Dogs blog or something. There's a specific channel for that. This is honestly, I think this is just a matter of this not being visible to others. So I'll do a better job of making sure that they have a pair of eyes on it.
You need comms to do comms.
Yeah. I will happily LGTM or approve it when it is ready. So feel free to just tag me on GitHub if you want. It'll come directly to my phone.
Perfect. Thank you.
Wonderful. All right. So that was the SIG Architecture Spotlight, and you mentioned the two that came out already. Other updates that we want to call out, or should I go through the board?
What's on the list?
SIG Arch API governance video interview is done. Started transcription process.
Yeah, I started. Yeah, I've started the process of putting that on text. So I have it in a rough format already. Now I'm actually improving the text because automatic transcribing doesn't work exactly as I wished. So it's ongoing, and that would be the last piece of the SIG architecture puzzle. Hopefully, so it's a 1-year series, I guess. So yeah,
that's fantastic. Awesome. The SIG security blog says you got no feedback on answers yet.
Yeah, that one is not going anywhere.
I didn't realize the emojis would come in when you copied from. Caslin just copied your Slack update into the doc,
and
so that we can see it.
It's
Yeah,
blinking.
It does. I'm going to remove that.
It's great. Yeah, it reminds me of the websites I designed when I first started.
Yeah,
designing
this looks
websites.
like Cameron's walls, like the GeoCity
Yes.
thing.
Okay, next one. SIG etcd, markdown done and shared with participants, waiting for go ahead.
Yep, that was an update from last week. I've got the answers. I've converted it into Markdown, and I've asked them to just give it a quick look. If they don't say anything there, I might as well open a PR and CC them there to get the review and go with it, because they've answered it. So I haven't changed things in the Markdown conversion process. So maybe I'm being a stickler for things that not necessarily do not need to be done. Next stage, I'll open the PR for this one.
Cool. SIG UI, no feedback according to this.
Arujval,
yeah, sorry. Okay.
I will need to take a break for like 3 minutes, okay? And I'll be back. So if you can go over other stuff, it would work for me, okay? I'll put this on mute, but I'll be back in 3 minutes. Yeah, thank you.
We can hop over to the board and see if we can find things that aren't Federico. I guess there might be some.
Right. There's a lot.
There are a lot. All right. Mario, I would assume you haven't done much on notify comms team when a new issue is created. That was in review. Open. I don't know why it's in the review column.
Yeah, because it's done and finished. I think it's even merged.
Wonderful.
I think we can close it.
Oh,
beautiful. Would you like to do the honors? Because I'm not logged in on GitHub.
Give me a second.
I can do it if neither one of you are logged in.
I'm logged. I have actually the board open.
But it's so satisfying. So
I know.
Mario should get to do it.
I want Mario to do it. But yeah.
Yeah, guideline. We can continue. Guidelines for the usage of Kubernetes Twitter.io. I merged all of the comments into the PR, and the PR is still open. But if someone merges the PR, we can close this as well.
Let me go look at it. And
the good thing is we didn't link the PR, right? Or did we link?
Yeah, where is the PR?
It's in here. Don't worry. The PR is
issue.
Scroll down.
There's no scrolling
down. You're not logged in. That's why you don't see it.
That's why. Right. Yes. Okay.
I'm just gonna do that. Oh no, not sign up. Sign in.
Jeez.
All right, let me do this.
All right, so you force pushed the latest update 3 weeks ago. Okay. Is this doesn't need a rebase, surprisingly.
Yeah, basically what I changed was everything. Every suggestion was a single commit, and I squashed all of the commits by co-authoring the other folks into one commit, so that it's not like 25 commits.
Yes, thank you. I can go ahead and approve this if we want. If you're good with, I mean, you've obviously hammered on this quite a bit.
Yeah, and you reviewed it. So Chris and Caslin, you both reviewed it before we even made it public.
Yeah, I know.
Indeed.
I will LGTM and approve it now. See what happens.
This is why meetings are important.
Mm-hmm. Stuff gets done in these meetings, I hear.
Indeed. All right. I am logged into GitHub now, so I can
Yay. How do you get logged out of GitHub? Teach me.
There we go. I don't know how that happened. New computer, maybe?
That'll do
I've surely logged in since I got this computer. I don't know.
Yeah, there's the pull request. when you click on the link before the last comment.
Yeah.
Before the last comment. Well, this one
Yeah.
is the. Sorry, that's.
That's that I moved. Yeah, you clicked it already. It's
Yeah,
on the
that
other
one,
tab.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Lovely, but looks
This
like
PR is
Chris
not
got
approved.
everyone. Not approved.
I'm not an official reprover.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
that's the reason. So Keslin,
But
you
I
need
am.
to.
Yes, yes. I forget people don't trust me with the entire community repo.
It's an honor to not be trusted.
I know. Trust me. I don't want to be trusted.
Yes.
Happy with my LGTM. Thanks.
I'm always a little bit intimidated every time. I'm like, oh no, I
Uh-huh.
have approver access on this.
Uh-huh.
A little scary, but all right. So that one should go in momentarily.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I would think.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I see no reason that it wouldn't. Yeah, just checking.
And no,
Cool.
no conflicts. That's nice. 3 weeks and no conflict.
Yeah, like the fact that it's gone 3 weeks without a conflict is kind of amazing, given that like Sergey's PRs had to be rebased like 3 times now.
I still haven't gotten the contributor summit comms lead role updates into the handbook. Still haven't
because
finished that PR.
the problem
Okay.
is that no one can merge this, I think, as well, because there are not so many people that can merge stuff in community.
Mm-mm.
I would think
Why is
I
that?
can probably.
Yeah, but can you merge your own PR?
No, you should
I
not
can
be
approve
merging your
it,
own.
but I have to have an LGTM from someone else.
Yes. You gotta
Yeah,
have another
and there's a
PI
whole bunch
log
of comments on there, and I haven't had the time to go through them all. But thank you, Chris, for reviewing it. I appreciate it. I will get to it eventually.
I know you
I'm
will.
back.
Awesome.
But I hope we'll see how that goes. I was thinking it's been like a couple months since I did that, and but I don't. There's like nothing that happens in that specific section of the repo, so hopefully I won't have to rebase it. We'll see.
Or not Caslin. Paris
I don't know
is
how
still
high
on
that
here
goes.
as an approver.
Oh man, we need to work on that. That's another thing on
Yeah.
the on the task board is
Yeah.
updating permissions. But Frederico's back, so let's go back to
Yep.
blogs.
Yay. All right, we were
All right.
on what? Steering
Steering
spotlight?
spotlight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Questions doc in progress is what it says.
So I have updates.
Awesome.
Oh yay! Welcome, Arpit.
Yeah, my connection got dropped. So the thing
Okay.
is, there are two folks left who basically said that they will have another look on the whole doc. Like they want to have another look before I proceed, like drafting the first draft. So maybe a week or something like that. And for the doc one, I forgot to ping them again. I will do that now. So for doc one also, like that would be like, if I'm not wrong, it would be like out. Maybe I will ready the first draft next week if we are fortunate enough to get the responses for that.
I would
Wonderful.
start tagging leads on the SIG docs one if you don't have answers yet at this point, to be honest. That's what I would
Yeah, actually, I forgot about the SIG doc completely because I am like talking with the steering folks.
Got it.
So I will like
No worries.
ping them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's understandable. We do also have new steering committee members, so you might want to add a little section at the end about and now
Yeah.
steering is this. Optional though. I'd be happy to just see that move forward as it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can do that because new steering members are super active nowadays. So they are happy to like reply to one or two
I
questions, I
bet.
guess.
This is the moment when they're paying attention.
Yes.
Make use of it. Wonderful. I'm excited to see that blog come out. More information about steering and what they do is very much needed.
Very much needed, yeah.
So thank you so much, Arpit, for taking on that adventure. It's very useful for the community.
Also, like I don't know whether it is discussed or not, but I would like to draw your attention towards the Twitch projects for upcoming 2 months.
Say that again.
I'm talking about the Twitch project which we used to handle, and upcoming 2 months are coming up.
Oh, yes. Yes, we need to do that. I think, didn't I create the new doc for you? It
I
just
don't
needed to
know.
be updated.
One doc Mario posted on the Slack. I think I can duplicate the sheet and create for the KubeCon NA.
Yeah,
Don't duplicate
that's all that needs to be done.
Just duplicate the tab. Don't duplicate the whole project, because all of the other it's basically one document for all of the KCS.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
got
just
it.
need a new tab.
Mm-hmm. Add new tab.
Yes, got it.
I can bring it up if we want to review this real quick. No,
We
let's
can,
see here.
unless you lost it.
I have sent the link in the chat
Thank you.
for the doc.
There we go.
Can I grab that? Would that be faster? Chat. Yes, that is faster. Copy. All right. Close that. Do this. Yeah, I think I did a brief overview of this one day. Yeah. So there's the instructions. We'll need to update the header for when we want. Oh, I did. I'll already do that. October 22nd.
Yeah.
So we don't have much time.
That
2
is
weeks.
in the future, yes.
Yep. And KubeCon EU 2024. We made just a copy, of oh no, we haven't made the copy yet.
Oh, then
Oh no, I did.
I have
Copy of EU.
made a copy
This
of
just needs to
this.
be renamed.
stop.
Yeah. Oh, I guess
Stop.
you did.
Before we should not copy EU, because we should copy NA and then fill it with things that we missed in NA, because the problem is that in NA, for example, we have awards and stuff like this, and this is missing in the EU one.
Either way.
Or go over NA and fill in the EU copy. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
EU
also
and
often
NA.
make little changes to the format between
Yes.
them. Like KubeCon EU has a bunch more, let's see. It has 2 more rows than NA does. So the format of the page has been updated.
Okay. Yeah, then let's keep EU and but review NA and see if we are missing tweets there.
And remember, if the tweets are identical in language, obviously I think there's many differences already just because of NA and EU and the timing. But if they're identical tweets from the last time, they're not going to get seen by folks. So that's something to keep in mind.
Yeah. And we need to keep in mind that day 0 and KCS are not happening at the same day.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of updates that need to be made.
Yeah.
And we need to fill in Kubernetes IO Twitter account, because this is missing.
Yes.
Fun.
What we are posting on the Kubernetes IO one, main updates, or every tweet we are posting on Kate's contributor. How
No,
will we do?
I would basically go ahead because we had in EU, we had LinkedIn posts, and I would basically go with the same thing that we use the Kubernetes IO account and post only once. I think the LinkedIn post was once a day, and we have once a day a post on Kubernetes IO, so that we don't spam the Kubernetes IO account. Because Kubernetes IO. Yeah.
Copy of was EU 2023. You should make a copy of EU 2024 because that has the platform row.
That's great.
Oh boy.
Right. Okay.
Internet?
Wonderful. So let's see here. Do we have the KubeCon comms in here? Yes, KubeCon and A socials is already in progress. Yeah, I created this last month, so just needs to be updated. And then we can share it, and then we can hopefully get people working on it over the next 11 days.
Yay.
Hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, that was a tangent from the blogging stuff. So let's come back to blogging. kubectl also on hold until you get steering done. I believe that we've discussed that in the past. So let's move on to SIG Infra,
I'm
which is
blocking.
Akansha. Oh, okay. Can relate. I've done that. Lovely. So then moving on to SIG Spotlights list. There's a PR. Have we not approved this yet? Yeah, that was merged. So that's an old update. Added initial list of spotlights to the board. Saw that. And a Rougeval is interested in doing a working group, policy working group spotlight. He's shown interest on that. Any other updates there?
Actually, I have made a PR on this one.
You just rock it, Rougeval. Every time you pick something up, then it's like, boom, something's done. Well done.
Mhm.
Thanks.
So you said that you've already got a PR for it?
Yeah, I made a PR and it's up for review.
In both website and contributor site and regular site, Kubernetes.io. How to refer to these properly.
Contributor side.
Okay, in contributor site. Cool. So we'll need to copy it over to Kubernetes.io as well.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And we had already passed some of your others. Did you have any other updates on your, let's see, you just have SIG UI, right? Which had no feedback.
Yeah, it's still no feedback.
Cool. Thank you so much. I think that's it for blogs. Anything else on blogs? All right then. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, nothing major, but I've updated the to-do lists with a couple of ideas that have emerged recently. For example, the one around the security committee one that would be an interesting idea. So I've added them there. So we have a bit more options for anyone that wants to pick something out.
That reminds me that there was someone that wanted to know about this when we had it up, and I still haven't told them that we have it. I'm putting that on my to-do list right now. All right. Thank you very much, Federico, Arujwal, and Arpit, and everyone else who's working on blogging stuff. All right. I see that the
Also,
guidelines
there
are...
is
Go ahead.
also there is one more blog, like the SIG Gates Infra budget one.
Yeah, we talked about
That
that
is
one.
not okay. And the SIG Gates Infra is different, and Gates Infra budget one is different, I guess.
Yeah, but I'm blocking both.
Oh, okay. But
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm blocking both. But to give some update, I have a handover meeting next week because I will take over from Caleb the reporting of the numbers for Kubernetes, for the Kubernetes project, and this is going to be extended to Azure, AWS, and GCP.
So,
And until I figured this out, then I can basically give input to the Spotlight block.
yeah. So like how we are doing that? Like Gates Infra one, like Akansha is handling that. So are we going with two blocks because the budget one, like I supposed to write it, or we are merging them in one block?
Still 2 blocks because different topics. One is about what
So-
is K8 Infra is doing, and the other is about how is Kubernetes, the Kubernetes project handling things like
Okay, so like, got it. So like,
resources, money, and resources that we get from CNCF.
So, have
Mhm.
you should probably talk about that offline, Mario, by the way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
okay, so like we can
Okay.
have a meet for this like after next week.
You know what? Let's do one thing. And don't abuse this, because this is basically take this link and book yourself into my calendar.
Oh,
Good idea. This is the way.
Yeah.
okay.
Book every slot now.
Right? Make him unavailable.
He's doing a good enough job on that for himself, I
Right?
think.
The
Somehow
bad
still
thing
very
is,
available.
the bad thing is if I because my working hours in this calendar are from 8 a.m. Central European time till 11 p.m. Central European time.
Ouch.
So
So what's like the best time for you?
Anything that is free, because otherwise I learned to block my calendar.
Got it. All right.
That's how
Well,
you do it.
and like, should I schedule it for like next week or like next week?
Next week is fine if you can find a slot.
Yep.
He says, looking at his calendar and laughing.
So next week only 4 days are available. So yeah, I will book one.
It should be only 3 days. Let me double check.
I see only 3 days, if that matters.
For next week, Monday to Thursday is available.
Oh, that's bad, because on Thursday I'm traveling.
So I will book from Monday to Wednesday. That's not a problem.
I see it is blocked,
Okay.
but whatever.
Calendars. That's been the theme of this meeting.
I know,
Calendars
right?
are hard.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. So we have 5 minutes left. I'm
Nice.
thinking maybe I'll do something new and exciting. What if I
Oh?
stop going through the board now?
Yeah,
I
might
have
as well.
one update on the board item.
Okay.
Sensitive communication. It's in progress. It's the number 796.
Aha.
In progress, not blocked. In progress.
Okay. Guidelines for
Uh,
sensitive and user
There it is.
and sensitive
Yeah.
communications
yeah.
process. These
Yeah.
two.
I started
Cool.
writing stuff.
Good.
It's in this document that was shared originally by Chris to me.
Oh, okay, cool.
And I started writing things on page 2. It's not yet finished, but
sense.
it's moving towards. The problem is, I looked into this whole topic, and no other project has this. I didn't
No,
find any
and
open source project that have something like this. So I basically did the corporate route and looked into sensitive communications for corporates. And for the main thing there is that there are the topic of sensitive communications, right? So like personal data and stuff like this, but I still would like to keep some of those, because some of the topics are sensitive, like access keys to repositories and stuff like this, so that we don't share those information. But in general, it's basically I found 2 topics. The first topic is like planning and preparation, so assess what needs to be communicated, who is the defined audience, who is impacted by this, and the second big point is creating the content and how we write it. And
I have
I'm
ideas there.
happy for input. I already stole some of your ideas that you put in the top of the document.
Yeah, basically the only sensitive comms process that I thought really worked well was the first job I had after the Air Force. Basically, the first sentence was just a very, this is what's happening, this is what's going to break as a result of it kind of thing. Or, like put your best line up front kind of deal, give a little more detail in a paragraph below that, and then go full detail in a paragraph below that so that you can address any technical issues that might be there.
Yeah, this is what I basically added from your side in point 2D and subpoint 2D 1 to 3, where it's basically the inverted pyramid structure.
Perfect. Nice. Thank you.
Wonderful.
So feel free to start reviewing, but I will also try to make it
you
more
can
bigger.
use your favorite Gen AI tool to take an outline and turn it into a real doc if you want to. Or it could just be an outline that we publish too. Like,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Because I still have the thing like there's the topic that I came up is an incident response plan, which basically is like what needs to be in place for what issue. So for example, the deprecation of, so if you need to move .io, this will impact a lot of people. So basically the communication would need to start the moment we start the migration, like in 2 years, we are going to deprecate this. And basically this is important, and then replay it with the audience as much as possible. Right, Federico? As much as possible. So that we have basically a plan on how to do things.
Yes. Perfect.
I love it. So awesome. Thank you so much, Mario, for pushing this through and Chris for contributing to it. I look forward to seeing what we can do with it. We should definitely do some comms about it once we have it so that we can let other folks within the project, especially like SIG leads, know that we have this guidance available.
We probably need steering to review it in general.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. And maybe even SIG Infra, since they have a lot of opinions about how to write comms. But I'll leave that to your discretion. Steering's the ultimate one that needs to be like, we approve this. This is gospel kind of thing.
Yeah, I would basically go ahead and say like we draft it into if comms is happy, then we draft it into a PR and then basically get the input from steering and from infra.
Nice.
We're starting to lose folks. I'm thinking I'll put a comment on here for you, Mario. Steering review would be good, just to keep that in mind so that later when we get to that point in several months, early next year, we'll remember that was a thing that we said.
Yes.
That's where we're at. All right. So we are at 1 minute from the end of the meeting. Any last minute items?
Thank you, everybody, for all the work you are
Yes,
doing.
thank you. Thank you all so much. We are able to do as much as we are because of all of you. All right. With that, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. Thank you very much for joining us today, everyone. We will say goodbye to our friends on YouTube. If I can remember how to do it. Yep, there we go. Bye, YouTube.